for joining me for Yarn Bite with Nora. I am so excited to tell you about my projects. Some of them have been ongoing. Oh, it seems like January. But you know, when it's warm here in South Texas, there doesn't seem to be much of a rush to get some woolies done. But I say when it's 102 outdoors like it is today, stay inside and work on those projects. So let me start with these awesome mittens that I have been working on. It's a felted yarn. It's a gift from Paranormal Knitting. She also tells ghost stories. She's a psychic medium. It's an awesome blog that she has, a podcast. So I'm going to leave the information so you can find her as well. If you're not familiar with felting, what you do is you want to beat the yarn into submission. And what I did is I would dip it in hot water and then in ice water, alternate. And then you just scrub it together, scrub. And then you just shape it, right? You block it. Well, after the first felting process, I thought that the thumb was too big. So I would dip the thumbs in boiling water, ice water, and then I would take a nylon scrubby and scrub. And it shrunk. And then when I was ready to block it and I molded it on my hand, I thought, wow, this works. Just molding. But as I started to take it off, well, of course, the thumb would stretch a little. So look what I found at the dollar store for $1. Carmex lip balm. It's the same size as my thumb. Look at that. Same shape, same size. Fits right in there. You can mold it. Oh, beautiful. Look at that. You mold it, and then you put all your little safety pins or straight pins to block it, and beautiful shape. Same shape as my hand. Look at that. So I think I'll have these done in about a month. I'm going to put a cuff, and then I'm also want to do some embroidery. These are going to be too warm for South Texas, so they are headed for places up north, snow country. Now, another project that has been taking kind of priority is a cross stitch. I used to do a lot of cross stitch back in the day. Do you remember in the 80s when cross stitch was so big? We would even cross stitch sweatshirts and garments. Well, this one has beads. It has beautiful little beads. And it's a French horn, and my son plays the French horn. And I started this last Christmas. It had been years, probably decades since I had done cross stitch. I thought, well, you know what, I'll just whip that out. No, you just don't whip it out. You just do not whip out cross stitch. But I have been working on this furiously, and I know for sure I will have this done before Christmas. I will have it matted and framed, and this is for my son Joshua. And I was actually inspired by some of the participants of Instagram. And those of you who are on Instagram probably love it like I do. I think it's more reactive than Facebook. It's more far-reaching. People generally respond within minutes, if not seconds. And it's just so neat. Here's some of the people who are following me, I'm following. And then over here, there's an elephant, an amigurumi that Bianca's making. Isn't that cute? And I was just so inspired by people who did cross stitch. And I thought, it's been a while. I have a project. I love cross stitch. Let's pull it out. So I really do recommend Instagram. It's so much fun. I haven't even talked to people about family issues. It's sometimes you need a sounding board, somebody who's not going to judge you, but you have things in interest. You have the same interest, right? You have things in common. And I even have a follower, a little Instagram friend who is 14 years old. She's half Swedish and half Irish, and she's into crocheting flowers. And her goal is to crochet a different flower every week for the entire year. And then once a month, she does a big project. So you meet all kinds of people. There's also the bed crafter. You might want to check her out. She has a debilitating disease. She can't leave her house. She's bedridden. She does marvelous crafts. So check out Instagram. It's so much fun if you're not in it. An ongoing project is the Afghan for my son. It's heavily cabled. And I decided, you know what, it's more of a lap, and I wanted a blanket. I wanted at least a twin size, and it came out a little bit short. So what I'm going to do, I don't want to make it green, continue the green. So I got this really nice brown. Oh, it's a really, really rich brown. And I am going to make a few panels, one panel on each side, and then I'm going to do a border. And kind of do it like it's not as large a cable, but almost, I would say, like sticks. It looks like sticks crossing, thin cables. So I think that'll be really pretty. And this is also Lion Brand. And Lion Brand, this is 86% acrylic, 10% wool, and 4% rayon. So my son does live in Wisconsin. It's a cold climate. It's all nice and cushy. Oh gosh, this is so cushy. And so I want to make it really nice and special. Now, the only project that I actually have finished is this amigurumi. It's a hedgehog. Oh my goodness, look at this. Look at this little guy. How cute is that? Hello. Hello. That is so cute. So I am making a set of amigurumi for my son. He's into all Japanese arts, anime, you name it, he loves it. The cartoons, the drawings, so why not Japanese stuffed animals? This is my little hedgehog. Now another continuing project is this Snowflake Afghan. And I'm using all different colors of snowflakes. And you know, I got a little disenchanted because I thought, oh my gosh, look at the holes. How's that going to be warm? You know, is it just for decoration? I like my things to be functional. Well, and then I ran across an Annie's Attic pattern for something very similar to this. It was a very lacy, open flower, but it has a backing. It has another piece of crochet behind it, and then it extends out. And I thought that was, you know, it just remotivated me. It got me excited for this project again. Because, you know, when you have your doubts, you're going, well, I'm back on fire. So this is my Saturday project. So I'm going to go back to this. I've been re-energized. Went to Walmart. Back to school specials, that's the time to get some of your crocheting and knitting tools. I belong to a little group that meets at Barnes & Noble's in McAllen, Texas, and we have people just walking by in the cafe and they see what we're doing and they get kind of excited. Well, you know what? I like to have little kits, and look at this. This is a set of 6. These are Fiskars. You know it's a good brand. And Fiskars, the Fiskar company, will give a donation to the Boys and Girls Club. So it's win, win, win. And look, these are round tip. So these are going to pass security, right? I mean, you can't hurt anybody with those. No. So these are going to pass security. You can even put these in your own kits, right? Your own knitting kits or crochet kits. 47 cents, a little pencil box, little 47 cents. I'm putting a pair of scissors in there. This is an awesome little ruler that I bought through Annie's Attic. It was less than 50 cents. And you can also, there's a little blade right there so you can cut. So if you don't want to take a chance, oh, that looks pretty sharp. Going through security, you can cut right there. It looks like a little razor. So I can give this and this, put the needles or put the hook, and then get a little tote bag, inexpensive tote bag. This one was $2. You can get them for $1 at the dollar store. I like this because it looked like stitches. Slip this in here. Put it in your knitting bag. Put a ball, a remnant of yarn, a little skein, a piece of skein, and you've got a little sewing kit, a little knitting, little crochet kit that you can hand out when you're out in public and people want a quick lesson. You'll always be set. Also, I bought some pencils, colored pencils. I've been wanting some colored pencils for graphing and also for making different charts. I do want, one of my next goals is to start doing color work. And it's also very handy for the cross stitch, because you know that the cross stitch directions are in black and white with little symbols. Sometimes it's easier if they're colored. It'll be easier and faster for me if I can color them in. And of course they're on sale. And these, I like these because these are erasable. I've done it before with highlighters or magic markers and then noticed I had made a mistake and I have pink where I should have yellow, and there you go. So these are pretty neat, and there's 27. Yeah, I got 24 and I got 3 bonus. 50 cents. Look at that, crayons, 50 cents. Why do I need crayons? It's traditional back to school, 50 cents. It's always nice to have a fresh box of crayons. Nothing says back to school like Crayola markers, Crayola crayons. Awesome. All right, another 50-cent purchase. We always need little composition books. Keep track of our projects. Also, my mom will be turning 90. She likes to jot notes at church. She also wants to start jotting down notes about her childhood. And look, these are awesome. 50 cents right now. I bought 12. Stock up now for the rest of the year. Well, I caught you up on what I'm doing. I want to hear from you too. Thank you so much. Stay till the end. I'm going to have some up-close photographs for you all to see these projects. Thank you so much for joining me. This is Nora with Yarn Bite. You take care. Bye-bye.